Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to this Cosa Nostra radio production. Cosa Nostra is a family unit located on allpoetry.com. Allpoetry.com, the world's largest poetry community. We want to thank Kevin and the crew for giving us a place to call home and hang our hats. The content and opinions of the people, the callers, and the hosts do not necessarily reflect the beliefs and opinions of Cosa Nostra ownership and management. Enjoy this Cosa Nostra programming. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Sultry Saturday, the House of Seduction. We normally would have Miss Brandy saying hello to everybody, but it's with kind of regret that and hope that she gets well, that she has taken ill and she is not with us today. So we wish her the best and we wish her just a speedy recovery. But I do have someone who's just as sultry, and I want to welcome to the show,
shit.
Boo. Hello, Boo.
Yeah, right. Not even close, but I'll try. No, not my forte, really, but.
Well, we'll see what happens. We've got a lot of audio, and I'm seeing right now that I'm going to have to do a little bit of switching around, but there's my get well for Brandy right there out on the board. I think that is just a hilarious picture. 3 drops of brandy a day. Take care of anything. All right. Are you ready
sex
for this month?
Sex is the solution for everything, Jay. Did you know sex is the solution for everything?
they do.
You never learn.
Are you ready for this?
Now you know.
Are you ready for this month, Boo?
Yes. I know
Our
what it is.
birthday month. Our birthday month, folks. That's right. La Cosa Nostra Radio is going to be celebrating 3 years of being on the air. And I'm really excited about that. It's an awesome,
everyone
awesome
said we'd
time.
never make it, remember?
Oh yeah, absolutely. and I agree. There they go, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
There they go.
Don't underestimate. Together.
I've got a lot of audio today, Boo. So I think we're going to start with some audio. So so I'm going to play a little something from Callan, and she has a couple poems for us. Let me see if I can find this one. It's called Forest of Thorns. And here we go.
Forest of Thorns. Knockings on my door take away the loneliness in me. I open in surprise to feel the gust of air, cold yet sensuality loose free. My lips met by a plump one swerving in every direction. I feel the softness of sleek black hair, promising a euphoric sensation. Touch that leave me breathless. I lay and sense desire, a pleasure making me moan, ignite the heating fire. Panting heavily as I am near the heaven with you, I offer to lead, but once is not enough to sustain my lustful dire of yearning. Please feed. Climax, I beg for you to slow down. Show mercy. Don't want this feast to end without saying, oh God, I'm so sorry for being dirty. Slumping at my side, trembling for air to survive, but I just die. Violating my womanhood with your perfect experience in bed, manipulating the sultry image of my wild imagination. You always stood, always read, stabbing me without force, but pure submission. I'm guilty without dignity. Feverish attacks send me to heaven, but now I cry for hell in despair, full of animosity. Prince, it's too late now. I was mistreated with soft touch and sexual harass by a man I only knew in bed when we made love mostly in hush. Mad situation, but it feels like we meet for the first time every day, and also falling clattered in every way of every other day. I wrote this openly for my senses. Dry, ashamed, and naked on his bed, totally torn, like how I was lost in the beginning of our love story of forest full of thorns. Petals will never bloom, for the sun is shining, but not on us. On a cross we pay daily, but us, a passing loss. In our life we failed as a man, but succeeded to be a worldly human. Flowers withered from dusk to dawn, a never-ending sting. We are in prison, in a room full of sin, but he refused reason, only swear temptation.
Wow.
Jay, what a way to start. Holy fuck. Whoa.
Hey, climax, I beg for you to slow down. Show mercy.
Slow down. Show mercy, Daddy. Whoa. Yeah. That whole thing was off the hook. I'm sweating. I need a cigarette. Wow.
Hop in that kiddie pool, Boo. Hop in that kiddie pool.
That never happened. I'm speechless, and that never happened. Like,
yeah, I believe I can attest. I can attest to that, Boo. You're never speechless. But this just absolutely brings it not only brings the heat, but it tells a story, and that's what I love about this. This brings us from point A to point B, and it keeps on going. And yeah, and it's just a story of lovers, and that's what it is, you know. Panting heavily as I am, near the heaven with you I offer to lead. But once is not enough to sustain my lustful dire of yearning. Please feed. Oh my gosh.
Lord,
yeah,
I'm
this
hungry.
is the way she read this and everything that went. I think that she did an amazing job. Boo, give me more. Feed us, Boo.
Lord, seriously, this is the fun. I'm like, I don't even know if I got enough food to give to this chick. She's just like ravenous like that. What a way to start. I mean, I don't even think I could compare to this. Oh my God. Knocking on my door. And the way she read it was so like teasing. She was almost what's the word, like moping sort of, like, you know how babies are like little, when you want something to do, you go, "Pootie, please," you know? She was almost saying it like that, and just like an erotic tease, and just knocking on my door away from the loneliness that opens the private field, and then she's like, so this goes down to climax. Basically, like he says, show mercy. Don't want this to end. She can hang. She's then violating my womanhood with your perfect experience in bed. Hey, can I have his number? Manipulating my poetry image. Like, and then she's a prince too. It's too late now. I was misunderstood with all types of special sexual rap. She's already sucked in it now. And I mean, well, it just gets better and better every stanza. And then in our life we failed as a man, but succeeded still. Flowers withered and dusted on, and then only swear at temptation. I'm gonna nominate this because this is so good. I mean, it's so sexy. So in your face, well written, all the shit that I love. So much.
Absolutely, I agree 100% with that. That's exactly your favorite stuff right there. And I'm kind of excited right here too, because we're going to continue on this little bit of audio trip here, and we're going to put a little Casey Day up next.
Oh,
and
Lord.
This is a poem called Naked.
Naked. Strip me down. Take my insecurities between your teeth. Nuzzle them gently with love's kind touch. Hold me, naked, in the light. Let my imperfections melt into the bed sheets. Wrap them around yourself and push them back into me. Fold into me. Remind me that you're a man, strong and gentle. Don't stop. Free yourself. Give yourself unto me like an altar. I will hold you steady on my chest until you catch your breath. Lay with me in our nakedness. When the sun rises, there is no surprise, for you have always loved me in the light.
My poems feel like they're compared to these.
Let my imperfections melt into the bed sheets. Wrap them around yourself and push them back into me.
Yeah, there we go. Let's say more.
What more?
Yeah.
What more do I need to say? Give yourself unto me like an altar. I will hold you steady on my chest until you catch your breath. Oh wow, yeah.
They give me some more. She's like, take some more. She's a real woman. Huh?
Yeah, this is a blast of heat right here. You know that? This is like just through the roof. I'm telling you what. There's a lot of heat going on here, and we just need to cool down, Boo. Get us to kiddie pool already.
Mine seemed like rated PG compared to either one of these two. I'm like, oh Lord, I'm thinking now I should go back and rewrite it, change it or something. Jesus.
No, you're fine, Boo. You're fine. I you know what I'm really impressed about is the use of the metaphors. The use of the metaphors in both these pieces. They are really phenomenal, but they kind of hold you to that point, which is kind of like almost in a drooling sort of fashion, you know? You know a little bit of.
Those of these women are like taking charge. You know, they're telling you what they want. They want a man to give it to them. If you ain't gonna give it to them, somebody else will. You know, and that's like I commend that like behavior. Sometimes men don't know. Sometimes they need a roadmap. You know?
Get a little whip action going there.
I hear every man say they would rather a woman tell them what they want than guess them. So there you go. You know. But am I right? Yeah.
Oh, I agree. You know, there's nothing wrong with being told. You know what? You're going to do this, and you're going to like it. And actually, yeah. That's all. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. I think it's kind of hot at times. There you go. It's like, you know, all right. Let's keep on going here and go 3 for 3.
I guess
Are you
it's
ready,
a party
Boo?
of me and you, Jay. Yeah.
Are you ready for 3 for 3? Let's do a little naughty Naomi.
Maybe not. Oh, naughty Naomi.
Your fingers, tes doigts. Your fingers design dangerous, delirious deliciousness down my spine. Your thirsty breath bathes my body in tormenting tenderness. Your hungry tongue tortures me into a tapestry of starving sweetness. You catapult me against precipices of euphoric pulsations, ripping me into a fury of frenetic, thrashing moans. I look into your eyes, cry out your name. You, exalted, bewitched, you bury yourself deep inside of me. Tes doigts dessinent dangereusement de délicieux délices le long de mon dos. Ton souffle assoiffé court sur mon corps, me capturant sous sa chaleur caressante. Tes lèvres, ta langue affamée, tapissent mon tout, me torturant de douceur dévorante, me catapultant contre des précipices de pulsations euphoriques, m'emprisonnant, me déchirant d'une furieuse frénétique gémissante. Je te regarde dans les yeux, je murmure ton nom. Toi, exalté, ensorcelé, tu t'enfuis profondément dans moi.
All right. Oh my gosh, there we go again, Boo. It's just not slowing down. It's not slowing down. It's just on fire.
I'm getting
yeah.
What did she say? What did she say, Jay? Get my legs against 30 of them on the backboard or something like that. What did she say? We were just talking about it. Get your legs. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Your thirst breath bathes my body in tormenting tenderness. Your hungry tongue tortures me into a tapestry of starving sweetness. You catapult me against precipices of euphoric pulsations. Jesus. I think that's what the one you wanted right there.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. Yeah. That's good to me.
Okay, let's see. Hey,
there's Casey and Sophie.
I know Frank heard the French part. I know he did. What did you think about the French part, Frank? Oh, God.
Whoa. I would only say I would only say what the French would say. Ooh, la, la. That was a great poem. It was a very central piece there. I'd have to say that did a tremendous job there. I wasn't able to hear all of it, so I can only comment. I don't have the poem. I just
sent it to you.
I
just sent it to you.
We'll send them all to you.
How's what's going on? Is Brandy not on tonight or what?
Well, unfortunately, Brandy is under the weather. She is getting seen right now by the docs, and hopefully everything's going to be okay. So I'm just waiting to hear word back from her.
No, Casey and
I don't believe
a little bit. Okay.
I don't believe so. She's still calling to me. Yep, she's still talking to me. So I think everything's okay. She's gonna let me know how everything's going.
Casey and Phil's calling a little bit.
Did you say Casey?
Yeah, Casey.
No, that was Naomi. Naomi. Casey's gonna call here in a little bit.
Casey?
Yes.
Casey Day? Oh,
yeah, she's going to call here in a little bit.
Then I'm going to stay for a little bit. I'll stay a little bit to hear from her.
There you go, Frank.
Well, each of us has our favorites there.
All right, Boo. What do you think of Naomi's poem, Boo?
That was really. That's why I call her Naughty Naomi in the first place. She knows what she wants. She says what she wants. She's flat out. She just lays it on the table. There's no guesswork with her. Straight up. That's the text I like about her too. I love the picture. The fingers designed dangerous and pretty suspicious.
Hey, Boo, you're going in and out.
Okay. Exalted, bewitched. That's just like, whoa. You bury yourself deep inside of me. I mean, the whole thing is just sexy and hot, and Jesus, yeah. I don't know. These first three are on fire, Jay.
Well, she has.
I agree. I agree 100%. So, Frank, we played Casey, we played Q, Callan, and then we played Naomi.
Who is Q? I don't know who Q is.
I'll play another one from her. She is Q-A-L-O-N.
All right.
She is
can you
from,
send me her link or something so I can see who it is? A link. Can you send me her link, like a front page?
Yeah,
so
sure I can.
Get an idea who it is.
Sure, I'll send you that link right now. Hold on.
By the way, it's good to hear Naomi's voice again. It's been a while. I did a collab with her months ago. Not heard from her for a while, so it's good to hear from her.
Jay, what's that?
Yeah, Boo, we can do that. I was going to go ahead and put one of Frank's up next, if we can.
Yeah, put Frank's up.
All right, Frank, I'm going to be putting up, I just sent you that link that you wanted. I'm going to be putting
I will find it.
The Heat of My Whispers. I'm going to go ahead and play that one. The Heat of My Whispers. Here we go.
Mi amor. Whispering words of passion walk naughty into your ears. The lustful echoes of our sensual odyssey embarked. A sultry night under a moisture of the dripping dewdrops, with the sweet scent of your perfume in the petrichor. Ooh, the fresh dew stimulates our tender skin awakened within the rising steam of our naked bodies ablaze. The surface of the canvas of our seductive foreplay, drenched in the erotic oil I rub against your bosom. I want to use the tickling tip of my dexterous tongue upon the exotic edges of your erogenous navel, and pour the rest of the hot oil over your sexy thighs as I caress them and press tightly your canopigeon cheeks. I want to explore the depth of your blossoming tulip, discover its sexual substance and its open buds abloom, whilst we endeavour in the wicked delights of pleasure, and our desires will uncover a mystery of nocturnal bliss. Ooh, your exquisite lips wet me in a taste of butterfly kisses. I tempt you then with the poetry of an erotic seductor in the Spanish language of your enticing Latin lover, a sizzling dialogue of a charming persuasion. Caramel and chocolate truffles flavoured with rum, our theatre of thespian talent, of lascivious acts, the magnetic pull of the gypsy spell of flamenco, as we conduct this play with our endless imagination. Naughty boys need fun. Oh, naughty girls need some. Mi amor, eres toda mi pasión, y yo soy tu placer y tu fuego, la manta que cubre tu cuerpo con el calor de mis susurros. My dear, you are all my passion, and I am your pleasure and your fire, the blanket that covers your body with the heat, ooh, with the heat of my whispers. Mi amor, mi calor, oh la la, oh la la. In the poem.
All right, Frank. I didn't know you were a gardener. I didn't know he was a gardener. You know, exploring blossoming tulips. I love the
bloom there.
I know.
There a bloom.
I know. I tell you what, you did great. You did a great job on all of this. This is just a bunch of heat that's flying off, and I love it. Like I said, you are an entertainer, and you bring it forth in such an entertaining way. So impressive. Wonderful job. And without further ado, I'm going to. I know this guy heard it. And this was straight up. I know he kind of got excited about hopping on the show right at this time. Hey, Wayne, how you doing?
Woohoo! Way to go, Frank.
Hey, Wayne.
Hello there, Wayne.
That was some poem you did there, Frank. I don't think about you.
There we go. I think you would speak more of the tulip there. No,
we all need some naughty. We all got to have some naughty fun.
That's true there. We're sexual beings, are we not?
That's right, we are. The last thing you said, I'm your pleasure and I'm your fire. And I like the part where you said you explored the depths. I've explored the depths too, and there are not very many visitors down there. So, you know what?
You've been looking wrong there, my friend. You've been looking wrong there. You need to dig deeper there, Wayne. Just dig deeper there.
I've never hit bottom of digging. All
right. Well,
you need to go deep throat there.
Yes, you go. It's always good, fellas. Always a handy trait.
Have you hit bottom yet? Have you hit bottom yet, Silk?
Hit bottom.
I'm not sure on that, but no, it was a great read, Frank. Yeah, I really dug that.
I've never seen the bottom.
I appreciate that.
Awesome job, everybody. And Boo, you get the last say.
Oh, Lord, I'm going to be sick. Listen, yeah, Frank, I like the whole thing. The way you read it was good. But I want to explore the depth of your blossoming pool of discovery buzz of union.
You're going in and out again, Boo.
And the sizzling dialogue of charming persuasion. So, and you're tasting delicious. Look, you got caramel and chocolate, truffles flavored with rum. You got everything going: the food, the sex, the licking, all that other stuff. What more do you need for a good night? And then I love the ending. Naughty boys need fun, and naughty girls need some. There you go, Frank. Who told you? Awesome poem.
Oh, that's true. I appreciate that.
Once again, it's Boo with a bunch of guys. Go figure.
You did say. Did you say that who was coming? Someone was coming beyond. I forget who you meant.
Yeah. Casey. Oh yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Well, I'll stick around for a bit to hear a few more poems here. If she doesn't happen to come by, well, I'll just listen afterwards there.
All right.
Yeah, we were hitting it with
here we're. I'm going to put on Rob's poem next, and here we go.
A somewhat sensual vision on Margate Street, Sunday 11th. Voice. Reverberating ultrasound syllables, moans, her breath, all waxed lyrical from her gold front tongue, dripping maple syrup rhythm all over and through me. Gold rush pulsing in my veins to the tune of an hypnotic, narcotic intoxication. Her tongue is an aspergillum, soaking me from head to denim in holy water, and my once bland, arid garden existence blooms into a spring of shoots and star flowers. Feasting and lapping on her musings, fit for saints, dishes of Eucharistic supper, nourishing my spirit, quenching me in eternal devotion. Master-crafted architect lips of poetic consonancy, stroking verbiage paintings, stretching through the cyanic ceiling with mystic whispers of stardust-laced verse. Lips. Inhaling, sipping on every drop, a ship bound to sink, 8-ball euphoria melts eventually. Curling my toes, spinning my head, dizzying high kaleidoscope haze, stretch across my mind's sky. Skin on my lips, the deeper I swim, the more my ravishing thirst grows. Aching bones drop free falling into lavender-filled sheets with knocking buckled knees and gnashing teeth. Gaze. Hazelnut curled, temple curtain locks, part the face unlocked. Her supernova face shine through chocolate waves beyond. Fire loop earrings call for jumping through, whispering echoes, begging the truth. Blue-eyed bullet holes shot in tangerine daylight, opening minds. Lips speak mumbling, stretching, twister intertwined, mountain range verbiage. Slouched Play-Doh shoulders, massaged into ornament vases, display shrine rising roses. Sunflower breasts gaze towards the sky, seeking fruits of synthesis. Rivermouth hips run, spilling into the ocean, dancing to Persian music in a stargazing potion. Waterfall thighs fall in a crashing crescendo where the canoe meets the shore. Gold calves sculpted by Renaissance hands in polished marble, foundational stepping stones by shooting star-leaping feet off the ground of silhouetted perfection. Dig my grave in that holy shadow, her gaze and her face promise sorrow, for I'll never know the same height as that night our eyes met in murderous poetic delight.
All right, I didn't know he was a gardener either with those sunflower breasts, shooting up into the sun. Yeah. This is it is quite powerful, all over the place, and his metaphors are just phenomenal. He writes them in such a dramatic, poetic way. I think that it absolutely turns brilliant in the way he presents it. Frank, no, actually, let me get Wayne. Wayne, what do you think?
Phew. Well, I said, I just hope I can recover from this poem. There's so much realism in this poem. I think I aged 3 years listening to it. It's wonderful. There's emotion in every stanza. Is a deep emotion and passion in it, and wore me out. It's just trying to keep up with it. It's an amazing poem. Just an amazing poem. There's a lot of emotion in it. So he's wow. Alexi, wow.
And Silk, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I like how he did first off, I loved how he kind of counted backwards for doing a vignette here, starting with 4, then going down to 1, which I don't think I've actually seen that before. But I really dug that first off. But no, this was had some very had a fierce passion all the way through it with both the metaphor and the language. I thought that that being a kind of longer write, it's hard to keep that kind of level of intensity throughout the whole piece, but I think he managed to do it very well. And I really dug it. It was a great piece full of sensual and passion, and just won it, and you could really feel it.
And Frank, what do you think?
Yeah, well, I'm just looking at the poem right now. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to see what I heard of the poem. I thought it was a very unique and creative write. So the metaphors here are very much his style, I would say. I've actually read on the air some of his poems there, and they do at times I have to somewhat be prepared to some certain extent with the abstract notion of the piece. He has that certain gift for abstract writing. I really did enjoy, what I enjoyed is just the way that he just presented the piece there. He has this way of projecting a poem there with his metaphors there. It makes him very, very unique in that style there. But that's about all that I can say. And just looking at the poem right now, I just didn't have it. What I heard, I couldn't hear it too well. It was a great poem.
That's a great comment, though. And before I get Boo to comment, I want to welcome to the show. I believe this is Casey. Hello, Casey. How you doing?
Hey.
Hello
there.
Hello.
I'm doing
Hello there,
How are
Casey.
you?
Hey, Casey.
Hey. I got friends in high places on here.
Oh. You recognize my voice here?
Yes.
All right. Boo, you get a last say on Rob's poem. Go ahead.
Can you hear me, Jay?
You're kind of muffled.
Oh, okay. I was just going to say, this is probably one of my favorite poems of his, but I think it's so sensual, romantic, loving, everything that any woman would love to hear. It's written beautifully. It's almost like he worships this person. He's a goddess, maybe. And it's just, the wording is elegant and beautiful. And he tells a story. I don't even know which part to pick, but the description in the end is beautiful, too. I love the whole thing. I don't even know. I think the whole thing is amazing. But I like how he starts out, voice, reverberating ultrasound syllables, moans her breath, all wax lyrical, from her gold front tongue. That's just catchy, beautiful poem. And I don't want to, I'll keep going for days, but I won't. So that's it.
All right. So let's go ahead, and since she showed up, let's go ahead and let Casey, let's hear what you got.
All right.
Oh, man. I don't know if I'm ready for this one. Okay.
No, I'll give you a great comment there, Casey. Don't worry.
Thanks. Okay, so this is Bad Girl. Steam rolled around her figure. Small droplets caressed her silky body and glided over her soft pink nipples. She was fine art, Michelangelo's best, and for a moment insecurity crept into me. Could I destroy something so fragile? But her eyes reached mine and beckoned me in, so I held her wrists like rope above her head and let my fingertips dance down her body. She reeled and faltered like ocean waves until finally she gasped. Her body melted. She was clay in my hands, and I was a bad, bad girl.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think we all need a cold shower. We need a cold shower after that one. That was excellent.
Oh, God.
Absolutely.
I think I'm halfway there with you, Jay.
Yeah, we all need. Let's all. Okay, guys, let's all just take a break. Go take a cold shower right now. And no, I'm joking. Casey, that was great. That was great.
You guys are tongue-tied. That's great.
You did a wonderful job on that. There's such heat within there, and I think it is like a Michelangelo sculpture. And you brought out something that was absolutely perfect. You know, it was that moment, and you described it perfectly, and I think you did such a wonderful job. So since all the guys are tongue-tied, go ahead, Boo.
The read alone was amazing. I mean, wow. I was enthralled. I wanted to know what's coming next. I thought it was a great read, first off. And the sensuality of it all, and you just took control, I think. And like, whether she liked it or not, you know, you were going to please her, and that was hot. Your wording amazing, very poetic, and I see why everyone here is tongue-tied. Amazing.
Thank you, Boo.
You're welcome.
And all right, let's go with Silk. Silk, what do you think?
Yeah, I have to agree that read was fantastic, and it definitely is dripping with sensuality, as well as your lines here. And this also had a fierce passion in it that was I thought portrayed very well by also using the word fragile here. Like, could I destroy something so fragile? I like that kind of that segue into going from the gentle to the more passionate language in this, until you come down here talking about her body melted like and reeled and faltered like ocean waves, down to the bad girl line, which was a great way to end it. Fantastic. Enjoyed it.
Thank you.
And Frank?
I could listen to her SoundClouds all day, which I do at times, by the way. I do. Yeah, I've said before, I'm an admirer of your poetry. You have the thing I enjoy about your poetry. Always have this gravitating effect in your metaphors. The way you write, it's always just so damn good.
Oh.
In And I know that you write anything. It's not just sensual. You write many things, and those poems as well are very good as well. You do a nice job. This poem just was really, I could see the whole sculpture there, before there, and I could really gravitate to you in that sculpture aspect there, and I could really see how this piece could be. It's very sensual, but it's very poetic. Very creative, very artistic. There's many things beyond the sensuality here. I don't just gravitate to sensuality. I also go to the different aspects of the rite and its artistic, its creative and poetic value. And I think you did a one damn good job. If I can say bloody well. And the last is I'm waiting for a collab there. I know we're supposed to do a sensual collab there, so I'll be waiting for that one.
And I guess Wayne gets the last say on this, and then here's the order that's coming up after Wayne comments. It's going to be Boo, me, Frank, Silk, and then we're going to do Wayne, and then we'll do Gonzo, who's out on the board. So we good to see him out on the board as well. Yeah. So
I've got about
Wayne
15 minutes left. So go ahead and do Wayne.
Well, that's what I said. I said you're such a bad girl, Casey. You need to come over for a little punishment. I love your fingertips dancing down the body. Your read was great. Your sensuality was breathtaking. It's an excellent and arousing poem. My heart is trying to send me a message of being so hard. I love this. Great job.
You made me blush. I forgot to mention that, Casey. You made me blush.
Oh,
not too many women do that. Not too many women do that. Yeah.
I'm so mean.
Well, I admit it. I do blush. I mean, she makes me blush. I mean, I have to admit it, I think JCA would say the same thing, no?
No comment. Yeah. I played the fifth. There is definitely. Yeah, she did so good. All right, Boo. We're going to put your poem up next. So here you go.
I don't know if I can follow that one, but okay. Okay. This is, you ready, Jay? Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, come on. All right, this is called Dedicated to My Poetic Lover. Come worship in my temple, your tongue gowned by silence, the teasing vibrations disperse my slack, exchanging it for the rigidity that is even softer, looser, an improvement, possibility, impossibly incomprehensible. The noises of freedom from a naughty and silenced tongue, unleashed, teasing, speaking tongue, unrelenting and unremitting tongue, unforgotten, for they never were, learned and incapable of being self-taught. My pleasure sprouts from orgasmic fountains of your aura, humanistic nourishment, his seed planted in my hot, hedonistic fires, coming from the sensual land of plenty, my new promised land. Teach me where the apostrophe goes, where the comma lies, and while the question mark is curved and dotted like my body, his erotic storm is my thunder. Embalm me within electricity spreading in my veins, a shocking, steady, constant screaming and begging to give this passion a name, a moment to understand what has befallen me. And poem.
Dang, Boo, dang. You did fine following that up. I don't think you had a problem at all. And you brought the heat, and you brought the fire, and you brought everything else. We all do need a cold shower after today. Make sure you shower alone. No, I'm joking. However you shower, you shower. There you go. All right, let's start the comments with Wayne. Wayne, the button, Wayne.
Is he on mute?
Yeah, there I am. I made it. Found it. The button disappeared again. I just found it. Man, but this is wow. It's, you start out saying, "Come worship my temple," and that got me going right there. It's I'm there. So and he's great all with you. He's pretty sensual all with you. He said, "My pleasure sprouts from the orgasmic fountains of your aurora." Well, you mentioned temple and then orgasmic fountains. That's all I need. It's a great poem and hot and passionate and sensual. I like it a whole lot. Good job.
Thank you, Wayne. Thanks, Wayne.
And
you're so welcome.
Yeah, I thought this was amazing, Boo. And you're starting to kill it. I think with your free verse, this read kind of like a very erotic and beautiful story, full of just I think love and passion. And to me, what I loved was the second to last stanza for a couple of reasons. I love that line, the first line, "My pleasure sprouts from orgasmic fountains of your aura," which I thought was a very inspired line. And then I loved your little bit of wordplay down here with the "teach me where the apostrophe goes, where the comma lies, and why the question mark is curved and dotted like my body." And like I said, it's beautifully sensual piece, Boo. Hold on.
And Casey.
I really, really like this. Okay, so from the opening line, I mean, she starts out with "come worship in my temple." That is such a fantastic invite, but I do love that you started your poem with an invitation. I think that's missed a lot in sensual poetry, is the invitation piece, the part where she's asking for it. And I just think that's so important. So I just wanted to say from the first line on, it's just excellently done. I think you hit a lot of important pieces. I love the spirituality in this poem. I had left you a written comment as well, because I think the poem's very deserving of one. And I hadn't seen one down there, so I was like, what the hell? But I thought that this was just very spiritual, and I think that the best sexuality is found in being spiritual. And I like the aura. I like the use of tongues, and all the way through, it's just got kind of this worship sort of piece to it. And I thought it was gorgeous. Yeah, I really, really like this.
Oh, thank you. Thanks a lot. I just
all right,
that
and I'm going to let Frank have the last say, and then Frank, I'm changing it up. I'm going to put you next, and then I'll go after you.
All right. Well, let me say I have to agree with what Casey said. I do look at the invitation there. When you write a poem like this, the sensuality is always going to be there in this type of poetry. The whole thing is trying to create beyond the sensuality, whereas what Casey said, you make it an invitation in the beginning. You bring that whole notion of worship, which I think when it comes to lovemaking, there has to be that connection. There has to be that sense of each other worshipping each other's body, in this case the temple, I would say. So I think the poem, it's very sensual. But I think you're writing more of a romantic piece here. You're hiding it with the passion here. I think it's more of romance in this poem than strict sensuality, I would say, or passion. I think there's a lot more of emotions in this poem here that are bursting at the seams than the lust, I would say.
Thank you. You are right.
So you open. Oh, there you go.
All right.
It takes one to know, that's why.
Here we go. A little bit. This is Frank take 2 here. So something called Orgasmic Puff.
A sultry night of jazz is the precursor to an enjoyable foreplay of escapade, the untamed seduction of a vixen burning with hot coils of desire to undress the rolled bundle of dry leaves in fermented tobacco as the bursting passion is unleashed by the tip of the touch of a Cuban cigar. A sexy puff in exotic scent of its folded crisp of sizzling sensuality. A firm double corona, elongated and slender to smoke its exotic art. An intense flavor of spice remaining within the taste buds of a woman, satisfying her addiction for more, delighted with its stunning size. Her Latin lover holds the cigar as she smokes deeply, its craving curls, until the tempting tobacco reaches the back of her yearning mouth, staring into his naked buttocks with the excitement of another puff, until she grabs onto the edge of the cigar with her 2 fingers. Then the impassioned lover inhales the strong smell of the ignited cigar, and she presses her lips against the smooth surface of its texture as the cigar becomes drenched in the wet moisture of those lips, the final orgasmic puff of erotic midnight pleasures, of taboos. El puro es el placer de la mujer, y verla fumar es el placer del hombre. Una fuerte adicción entre 2 amantes, quemándose en las cenizas de la pasión. The cigar is the pleasure of a woman, in seeing her smoke is the pleasure of man, a strong addiction between 2 lovers burning in the ashes of passion. In the poem.
Oh, absolutely excellent there. I used to live down in North Carolina, which is tobacco country. And this right here just reminded me of living down there. I don't know why. But if you get a good natural tobacco in that cigar, I think that this is quite a clever piece. I love the way you put this, Frank. Excellent job. And once again, you pull out the production and the character within it. Excellent.
I appreciate. This is for a contest, really briefly. It was for a contest there that I entered there at the bottom there. I just wanted to say that it was based on that front there, pleasure, senses, code, and smoke. And I think Casey probably seen that contest as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm not sure if I did, or I'm not sure if she did or not. But let me get a Silk. What do you think?
Yeah, another fantastic read there, Frank. Especially with that background music. I thought you paired it very well, and I loved how you worked smoking all through this, with the tobacco and all of that. Even though I have quit, and I'm not too keen on the smell of cigarettes, but there was something sexy and erotic about a woman smoking, and I thought you captured that in here. And this whole piece was really great. I loved it.
I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you very much.
Yeah, all good.
And Wayne.
Well, I said, what's come over you, Frank? You're going to need a cold shower after tonight. These poems you read tonight. And they're pretty intense. I like the part about the double Corona and the intense flavor of spice. I'm pretty sure you're talking about oral sex there. This is a very poem. I like the whole lot. You feel good.
You're telling me you've not had an orgasmic puff there? Are you telling me you've not had one lately? There you go.
Great job.
That means yes there. Oh, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. And Casey, what do you think?
This one was heavy for me. I blushed. I literally physically had to put my tongue in my cheek while I was listening to this. Like I wanted to giggle. That's how embarrassed I was. I guess because it's so good. Like it makes me nervous. I liked it. I thought it was really good.
the whole poem, I'm going to be 100% honest because I'm pretty sure that cigar was not a cigar, but at least I didn't read it as a cigar. So,
yeah, told you.
So with that metaphor in mind, it was intense. I mean, wow, very erotic, and you can totally get away with it using that cigar as a metaphor, and it just worked. It was great. I was really blown away by this poem and just how explicit it actually was, even though you covered it well. And it if you read it and you don't use it as a metaphor, it's very clean and classy. And if you read it as a metaphor, it's very explicit. So I think it's great. It was a good job, Frank. This was awesome. And the read was phenomenal.
I appreciate that idea. I figured that I left, the metaphors are there. But then again, that picture is very much explicit as it is. No, when I saw it on that counter, I said, that's very explicit. So I had to go the route of the prompt, what inspired me there.
All right. And now we're going to get the last say. Boo.
Wow. Picture. I agree with the picture is something. That's wow. Yeah. Century Night Jazz as a precursor. I love the music you had in the back. I think it worked so well. It wasn't too loud, wasn't too soft. I could hear it, but didn't overpower your voice. I, too, like the cigar rules, a sexy puff and an exotic scent of its folded Christian sensuality. The metaphor and the play on that cigar. And then, you got to throw in your Latin lover. Everybody needs a Latin lover at some point in their life to teach them, I won't even go there what I was going to say. Never mind. Probably not a good idea, but yeah.
I did tell you, say you have a long line there. Didn't I tell you that?
Yes, you do. Take a number. Yeah. You're going to leave Frank's house satisfied. That's what we know. That's all we know. We're going to have the candles and the flowers and the whole petals on the bed and all that, and he's going to rock your world, and he'll make you breakfast. Something like that. Good job, Frank.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much for that. And I had fun with it.
And before you leave, Frank, I just want to remind people that our house on noon on Wednesday, noon Eastern, and I want to mention that this is our birthday month once again. That La Costa Nostra Radio is celebrating 3 years of being on Blog Talk Radio, and we will be having our anniversary special, our birthday special on the 31st of this month. And I'm also doing a little special on the 29th of this month, Hauntings and Paranormal. So people are going to want to check that out.
Send me those links. Send me those links.
Oh, absolutely.
When you can.
Absolutely.
Did you say your poem?
All of the shows have been scheduled for this month. What's that?
Did you say your poem? Did you say your poem is next, right? I'll stay for your poem. I'll stay for your poem. I'll stay for your poem, man.
All right.
I've
go ahead
because I've got company waiting coming over soon, so that's why I have to cut it short. But I will definitely listen to your poem next. I think it's only right that I listen to your poem and give you a comment.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I call this the Pop Rock Sky. And it goes like this. Her fingertips picked at the fennel seed. The savory anise aroma stirred the nose. Planted in the jasmine garden. Crossed the path from the bamboo grove. Touches that fertilized my skin. Candy-striped amaryllis bulb. The soil sifted through the hands. Rose petals cast in the clawfoot tub. Cotton clouds in the pop rock sky, witness how our bodies fly. End poem.
Sorry, I was on mute. Casey, what do you think of
Did we
the
forget
poem?
that tonight we have another gardener here as well?
Yeah, another gardener. There we go.
Okay.
Casey, what do you think?
I was kind of interested in this, and I mean that it kind of kept me interested throughout. Very nice use of metaphors, and I do love a good mixture of sensuality and nature. My favorite part of your poem was the soil sifted through the hands, rose petals cast in the clawfoot tub, cotton clouds in the pop rock sky, witness how our bodies fly. I think that pop rock sky is a very powerful image. And then to say that you're flying, it's just, you have kind of this carefree but powerful emotion behind this poem. And for a brevity that's only 3 stanzas long, 10 lines, I thought it was really well done, and it creates such a beautiful image.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And Silk.
Yeah, JC, I really enjoyed this. I love the images of the rose petals cast into the clawfoot tub, which you don't, that was a nice little touch because you don't really see, I think, the clawfoot tubs very much anymore. And the images also of your last stanza, the cotton clouds in the pop rock sky, witness how our bodies fly. I thought it had a nice, sweet and beautiful, just sense of, togetherness and that connectedness kind of there. That kind of flying high from being joined together. I just enjoyed it. It's a great piece.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Mr. Wayne.
Okay. You are the gardener for sure tonight, and I like to watch the harvest. I wish I could witness your bodies fly. It's the way the poem says it does. This is a very metaphoric poem, and the images are going in several directions, and I enjoyed it a lot. And good job with this. I like the poetic part of it. It's very good job.
Frank, what did you think of Jay?
No, I thought I always enjoy his poetry here. I actually saw sensuality in this poem that was very admirable. I like the whole notion what Casey was saying about the elements of nature there, and I like the whole notion how you embodied the fennel seed, the same, and how you incorporate it into the garden there. First of all, I enjoy jasmine. I'm a big lover of flowers. I think most people know that. I like how you just throw the elements of the flowers there and make it very sensual and embody that with your lover there. And I thought this poem was very, very sensual, very, very romantic as well, but I thought it was very passionate as well. I think it had all those elements there, and you use your metaphors very well. And I would say as well, I do wonder how butterflies would fly there. So it must have been a great, great orgasm, my friend.
Well, okay. Well, I guess.
Well, when you fly, if you fly, you think about it. When your bodies fly, that's how actually one.
Right?
I was going to say the pop rock led to that, right?
Yeah, exactly. Pop rocks come in handy, don't they, from time to time? No. I'm
just going with the metaphors there. I'm just visually bodies fly. So what happens when your bodies fly? You reach a crescendo there. So it's, what is it called?
Big zero.
There we go.
Yeah. Well, we hope so anyway, right? I'll lose my number. Just kidding.
What?
Jay, I like this, Jay. It's very romantic, full of love, very passionate. The seeds, like Frank said, planting, sort of seems like there's a lot of renewal here maybe as well, like a rebirth kind of. Planting new seeds, fresh seeds for your body to fly with this person. And I thought it was beautifully done. And those 40, how many words are in? I don't know, but great job, Jay.
Thanks. I love it. Gonzo's a trip. Gonzo's a trip out on the board. Jay is the Cialis of the worlds without the 4-minute side effect warning.
I've got to run, my friends.
All right. Take care, Frank. Thank you for calling.
Bye, Frank.
Later, Frank, my man.
Yeah.
See you, Frank, my man.
Take care, Casey. Take care. See you another day. I'll see you over there. I got to go tend to my company here. I got company
Buenas
coming over.
noches, Frank.
Take care. Yeah, buenas noches as well. Take care. Don't get lost in the sensuality tonight. I'll have to send Wayne over there.
I'm ready.
I got batteries, Frank. I got batteries.
Oh, Wayne's not the energy bunny. Are you, Wayne, the energy bunny there? I'll leave you.
I can hop all over that.
Hop on over to
Just
the
make sure
Energizer
you
Bunny, Wayne.
There you go. Just put the right batteries on him, and he's over there. Take care.
You too. All right. We are up with Silk next. Silk, you are on the board.
Uh-oh. Get the fire extinguisher, kids.
Whoa. Here we go. Okay, this one's just a little bit older one. It's called Olympus Burning. My words are the mist that stroke your dirty imagination, the shadow that stalks your aching silence, a mingling essence that haunts corridors of thy unshed fantasies. Let mine eyes be thy prison, and thy lust my key, to unlock the depths of thy depravity. Surrender unto me the whimper from thy lips, and the hunger of thy kiss, as I whisper deadly desires, incantations and enchantments woven across thy tangling flesh, in tongues of dripping ecstasies, sigils brushed by wicked fingertips branding you mine. And when I lay call to my claim, part unto me like roiling seas, sundering horizons like Olympus burning for the clash of the Titans. Damn,
you got me a little tingly. You got me a little tingly there, Silk. No. But I'll tell you what. Yeah, I know. I heard this one 3 years ago. Believe it or not. So I was there when you read it, and yeah, this is hot. This is fire. I love your bringing of the Greek mythology into it at the end. That was absolutely fantastic in presentation, and I just love the metaphor it uses. You know, it's like Olympus burning for the crash of the Titans. You know, one of my favorite things growing up was the movie The Clash of the Titans. So that really, really brought me into it. And to have that encounter be like the fall of Olympus, it's like, wow. And this is like, let's burn it. Let's burn it down. Let's bring it down. Excellent job there. So let me get a comment first from Wayne.
Well, I'm going to go tell my neighbor to come over and hear this tonight. I may get lucky after all. My neighbor loves your voice and your passion in your poems, and she comes over and listens to that one poem all the time. And in other words, she makes her horny as hell. And I just tell her to call me Silk. It's a great job of this.
I'm glad she likes it. Thanks,
she loves you, man. She loves you.
Silky smooth.
And Casey.
Oh, this one was good. This was really good. I was actually kind of taken aback at how well you did. So I'm really, really impressed with this. And not that I should be. I've read some of your other stuff, but this is something I haven't seen from you, and this is really intense. I like it. You have just enough kind of those words, you know, when you say that stroke or aching or fantasies unshed, Things like that, you have enough of it in here. It's so intense and sensual, but it's not overdone. And you keep it classy. You don't say exactly what's happening, but we all know what's happening. My favorite line in this was actually, favorite stanza is, a mingling essence that haunts the steamy corridors of thy unshed fantasies. How that was said was just so beautiful, and it's kind of like a foreplay into the poem, and I thought that it was just, this was really well done. I'm very, very, very impressed. Not that that's saying much, but you got my vote.
It's a good forte, Casey. You got to stick around. Yeah, he's like the king of the yeah.
And Boo Bear gets the last say. What do you think, Boo?
Yeah. This is sort of like, his thing. He's been hiding it from you. Where you been hiding it, Silk? But the Clash of the Titans is just, Olympics burning for the Clash of the Titans. And I agree with everything that Casey said. It's not over the top, not too done. You had me, Silk, at my words are the myths that stroke your dirty imagination. Right there, I was sold. And it just gets better from then on. And I like the wording thy and the things that you use more classical wording and verbiage there. That makes it hotter. And you just leave just enough to just keep us curious what comes next. So awesome job. And I love the picture.
Well, thanks, Bill. Appreciate
it. Wonderful. Wayne.
Yes.
Wayne, you're up.
Which one is up?
So sweet.
Yeah, so sweet. Okay, so sweet. It goes like this. She walks in a room with her tongue licking her lips. I wonder if she can walk with the way she twists her hips. When she bends over, she never bends her knees. With eyes watering, all I can say is, can I kiss that, please? She puts her hands on my cheek to put me at ease. I'm just lucky she didn't give me a disease. Then she leans over and kisses my cheek. She does that so down her blouse I can peek. I would stand up, but it wouldn't be good. I'm sure she'd see my protruding wood. Stared at her legs covered with lace. In my mind, I've gotten a taste. She didn't get mad when I tried to pass. I reached out and grabbed that fine ass. Tried to talk, but I could only wheeze. She must be the world's greatest tease.
God, Wayne. Oh, my God, this is hilarious. Oh, I can't believe you went there. It's like I just imagined you kind of like in a wheelchair as an old man in a nursing home or something, and you had this hot, sexy nurse just treating you right there, So I think this is clever, unique, and you brought in your humor and had so much fun. Awesome job. You killed it. You absolutely killed it. Silk, what'd you think of that one?
I always enjoy your reading and your rights, Wayne. You always have at least a touch of humor in most things I've read of yours. And this is no exception. And yeah, like what ACA was saying there about nurses. Nurses are always hot. And I love that little bit of play here about her putting her hand on your cheek, then bending over so you can peek down her blouse and all of that. Just fantastic piece. I mean, it was hot and it was funny. I loved it.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Casey, what do you think of that?
Yeah, I gotta say, I just loved it. I thought it was really cute. First off, that picture, whoa. I was expecting, like, this to be raunchy, looking at the picture, but it wasn't. It was tongue-in-cheek. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. I would stand up, but wouldn't be good. I'm sure she would see my protruding wood. I thought that was good. I think that can be pretty relatable too. Like, I'm sure a lot of both males and females. Now, obviously, you're not going to see a female's wood or anything, but they've been in a situation where they didn't want to the other person to notice that they got something going on. I thought that was really good. I thought it was cute and just a fun read. I could see this being like in a magazine, just as a fun little piece. So, yeah, really great.
Thank you, Eddie.
All right. Great to see Laughing Soul out on the board. And, Boo, you get last say.
I thought the same thing when I saw the picture. I was like, oh, this is going to be bad. But, Wayne, if you can't have fun in bed with a guy and you can't laugh and have a good time in bed, then you probably shouldn't be there. And with Wayne, he would give you a good time and a laugh. And to me, that's even better. She puts her hand on my cheek to put me at ease. Lucky it didn't give me a disease. It's just funny and just the way I would expect from you, Wayne, and still a good time. And it has its sexuality there, too, a little bit. Try to talk, but I can only wheeze. She must be the world's greatest tease. She left you there with the blue balls, Wayne. Never good.
Yes.
Awesome having you crack me up.
All right. Next up, we have a treat next, folks. This is our current poem of the month, poem of the week holder, Gonzo, and he brought something extra special for us today. This is called Caught in the Eye of a Harmonious Hurricane. Here we go.
Fawning against amber winds, splashing flecks of color dew against my cheeks. The top sequence serenity skies passing across tepid peaks, tattooed, pursued, ink bonded, glued, the ever desired hue no other can undo. I remain astonished what will can accomplish when one is honest, keeping all that is promised. Not the calmest sea travels, but set sail nonetheless. Quite the modest inspiration, but I digress and acquiesce. Raging river, breaching rainbow shores of seaweed, collapsing beneath a ruby-red gorge of cleavage, squalls of effervescence seeping from pristine pores. Forever I am, indisputably, inevitably, indelibly yours.
Holy shit. No.
Wow, I'm seeing, I'm for some reason seeing Fred Murray in one of those old detective movies giving a monologue about what's going on and everything like that. It was like, she came in. She was a hot thing. Stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly the way I saw it presented, and he did a great job with that. Once again, Gonzo, you pull out that great production, and it is just awesome. And I love the way that he brings it forward. And Casey, what do you think about that one?
Gonzo, you have a nice voice. Other than that, I really so my favorite part of the poem was that I remain astonished what will can accomplish. When one is honest, keeping all that is promised, not the calmest seas traveled, but set sail nonetheless. I thought that was just beautiful. I think that's a wonderful way to describe the emotional connection that you had with this person. I think that this poem had a lot of attraction to it, but it also had a lot of that emotional connection, and it was the emotional connection that really carried it. But beautiful. I love the style of the poem as well. It looks really nice. It presents very well, and when you read it, the rhyme is not forced, and it's like a spoken rhyme. It just kind of flows as you're talking. You don't have to really have much of a cadence or a structure to the rhyme. It is natural, and I really enjoyed that because I think in a sensual situation, nothing is going to fit better than a natural cadence like that, and I think that's just a wonderful place to incorporate that. So all over, I think this poem was just wonderful, and I thought your read was awesome, and yeah.
And Silk, what do you think?
Yeah, I had to agree with what you were talking about. It had that the production of Gonzo's piece here did have that kind of old like Philip Marlowe or of sultry private eye femme fatale feel to it, also maybe like a Sun City type of thing. And I love the poetry as well, especially I'm pretty sure Casey just beat me to what I was going to say. Now, if I can get back, because I just accidentally hit the wrong button trying to look it up on my phone, and okay, here we go, where he said, tattooed, pursued, ink bonded glue, the ever desired hue no other can undo. I really that was just a delicious set of rhymes there that really hit it home there, and I just really love the whole piece. It's great.
And let's hear from Boo.
Yeah, I think I need a shower. Jesus, this whole show, every poem is incredible. I mean, my favorite line, ink bonded glue, the ever desired hue no other can undo. I think when you can write with somebody and feel like a chemistry and have a relationship with someone that you write with, it just brings it to another level, especially when you see eye to eye and it's sensual. I like the shape of it too. I'm not sure, but tattooed, pursued, it's just the whole thing is really, really great. But then the dedication and the devotion in it and the love, I think, in it. Forever, indisputably, inevitably, indelibly yours. I mean, what woman would want to hear that? That's just devotion, and that makes it hot. Great job again, Gonzo, all week. Can't nominate everything.
And Wayne, you're going to get the last say on this, and then we're going to put your second poem on the board.
Okay. Yeah, this is the second poem I heard of Gonzo tonight, and his sound clouds are wonderful, and he's pretty intense. I had a lot I was going to say about this point, but it stole that line I picked up. They talked about already, so it's kind of a short poem. But I like the tattooed, pursued, ink bond glue, the ever desired hue, no other can undo. I thought that was pretty cool right there. But great poem. I enjoyed it, and he's a hell of a SoundCloud artist. I like his work a lot.
Excellent. And you are up, Wayne, with number 2. Yeah, Boo, what's up?
I was going to say one thing. I challenged Gonzo to a romantic poem, and you definitely lived up to it.
Excellent. All right, Wayne. Poem number 2 is on the board.
I got you on speakerphone because somebody said I got a friend here, but it says it's called "Go Away, Little Girl," and it goes like this. Here she comes again, wearing that great big grin. I guess I'll let her in. This has to be a sin. She shouldn't look that good. I don't think I could. My mind tells me I should. I better get rid of this wood. Knows how to make me smile. She's only a child. My emotions have gone wild. I love her and how. She has to be the best. Wearing a very short dress puts my willpower to test. Going to jail, I guess. On that soda she sips, lovely pouting her lips, the way she wiggles her hips, tries to look at those tips. I know how this has begun. We're both having some fun. I know she's the one. I hope I don't see a shotgun. Her legs are so long, I wish I was long gone. I know this has to be wrong, and with her I don't belong. Ian?
Young teacher, the classroom, a schoolgirl fantasy. She wants him so badly, knows what she wants. Yeah. Don't stand so close to me. Yeah, exactly. You know, that's the first thing that popped into my head, Wayne, was Don't Stand So Close to Me by the Police. And you just absolutely brought this so clever, so unique. You know, it's like, stay away, stay away. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to go to jail. You know, once again, the way you brought that forth. So clever, so clever. That's what you're about. You're about the cleverness, and it is tongue in cheek, and I think you did a great job with that. Casey, what do you think about that one?
This one it's one of those that it's very tongue in cheek. It's very what is the word? There's a word, taboo. Taboo. But you know, it is also a real thing, and I was kind of reading your AN about, you know, why you wrote it, and it's a real thing. I think people are tempted all the time by things that they shouldn't do. It doesn't mean that it didn't tempt you. It just, you still don't do it, you know, but you were tempted. And so I think it's really a fun write. I think it's relatable for a lot of people. Not me personally, but I could see it being a thing, you know, and I thought you did a good job with it. And I mean, really, it was a fun read. I really love the line, puts my willpower to test, going to jail, I guess.
And Silk, what do you think?
Yeah, I love this. I was saying, you gotta be careful of that jailbait or those girls with the really, really overprotective dad. I love the line here where you said, "Don't know how this begun. We're both having some fun. I think she is the one. Hope I don't see a shotgun." And that totally, that for some reason that made me think of that Seinfeld episode where Newman winds up at the farmer's house. And he's like, "You can come in, you just better stay away from my daughters." And all of a sudden, you hear Newman yell, and he goes running out the front door trying to get his pants on, and the farmer's chasing him with the shotgun. It's like, oh no. Totally loved it.
Yeah, I think that's the old saying, ready, fire, aim. Yeah, you got it great there. Boo, you get the last say on this poem, and then we're going to put your second one on the board, Boo.
Oh, okay. I think this is what I think this is like most guys have probably maybe been in this position, because I mean I look at my daughter and her friends, and I swear some of these chicks look older than I do, and I mean, I wonder, a lot of them they like to be a cock tease, a lot of the time. I hate to say it like that, but it's true. And they know what they're doing, a lot of them, too. So you might even get yourself in this situation. I can see how it happened, but it's still, you make it funny and fun, and it doesn't feel like dirty, or perverted or anything like that, because we know that it's Wayne. If it was anybody else but Wayne, it might sound kind of weird. But for you, it works. And, nowadays you got to ask them for the ID and whatever else they need, because they're places to be. Good job, Wayne. You always make me laugh.
Thank you there, Boo. Appreciate it.
All right, Boo. You are up.
Okay,
the button, Boo, the button.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to do two things at once. Never good. Okay. Okay, this is called Adoring Articulation. Okay. Heartstrings echo notes beneath an apricot sunrise. Inhibitions roam free with a skilled lover's eyes. Seeking my poetic partner, roam free, there's no disguise. Neglected lips, thirst for affection, positivity toward the future, my poised prince supplies. Come ink my sweltering flesh, tonight, baby, all yours. Willingly I lay upon altar, make love on sandy shores. Talented rhythmic tongue, speak to me, call fierce upon currents, my body all yours. Romantic verses, line up in poetic form, mutually devoted, no compromise. United clothes dance upon a page, together there's no need for disguise. Allow our spirits to redefine poetry through my reason, a gentle kiss like heartfelt lullabies. Forgive well-worded lovers' indiscretions. Worlds below, we float in horizons blue, together the perfect meter and flow. My arms around him once again I renew. Angels recite passionate hymns, intimacy so rare. Endless emotion starts with me and ends with you. End poem.
This is so romantic, and that's bottom line is what I got to put about this. This has a stark level of romanticism, even above the sultry seduction that is interwoven within it. I think that it is a piece of romance first and foremost, and I like the unique style you chose here, the repetition of the lines and the way you brought it out. I think that was a very clever piece. Let me start with Wayne. Wayne, what do you think about that?
Thanks, Jay.
Well, I think it's a wonderful poem, but when she started reading, I started talking about it. I got a friend here, and we started talking about Boo, and I didn't hear all the poem, but we said a lot of good things about Boo. So but it's a very good poem, very sweet, and we see good things about you.
I thought it was hot. I thought it was hot.
Yeah.
It was sweet.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I like your neighbor.
That's great. And Casey, what do you think?
I really like this poem, Boo. I thought that there was something very raw and very intimately you about this poem. I felt that it was really you speaking. Like, you know, sometimes with sensual poems, you don't really see a lot of the author. You just kind of see the scene that they're putting out. And with this, I really felt that you were very connected with this poem. I think that's where the romanticism kind of drips out. It's very emotionally connective. I also liked the style of your poem. The repetition of words is almost like when you're overwhelmed with passion or emotion. Sometimes you can't get your brain onto the next thought. It takes a second, so it repeats. And so I thought that's what I got out of those repeating lines, is just kind of this overwhelming emotion and overwhelming passion and deep love for this person or even the act. But the thing that I loved most about this poem is that it seems very rawly and intimately an extension of you. And I thought that was really beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Awesome comment. Thanks a lot.
And Silk, you get the last say, and then we're going to put your number 2 on the board.
Alrighty. Yeah, I have to agree with everyone saying here. That was just a very, very loving and passionate and romantic piece here, Boo. To me, I said in my comment too, it felt like how the heart can ache for another, and I think you really got that down in your piece here. Some of your repeated lines really hammered it home as well. Just I can't really pick a favorite part. This was just great all the way through. An awesome read. Very lovely.
Thank you, Silk.
All right,
Very
Silk,
welcome.
your number 2's on the board.
All right, and I'd have to warn this one's a little bit naughtier than my other one. Seraphims swim through symphonies. My mouth hungers, a primal hunter poised to pounce on perilous prey. I must conquer you, though you shall never be tamed, save for a moment. Stalk you with wolfish intent till you spy your predator with eyes that whisper, catch me if you can, scream, suck me if you dare. Taking flight, my pretty, my heartbeats thrill to the hunt, swelling with songs of sensual savagery, while you lead a sordid chase that can only end with a last gasp of final surrender. Fallen beneath the seduction of my rough hands and fierce eyes, the sweet mercies of soft kisses, before I ravage your lips with passion born of Eros, and ravage your body with the aching hollow of my dark lust, until you spread your legs, demanding the swift thrust of your liberation. Wrap your legs around me in serpentine supplication, and arc your breasts to my lips, begging to bear the brands of my bites. Bruises of dire love, seared across the creamy alabaster of your satin skin, mark my shoulder as I mark your neck, amidst the molten cataclysm of clashing hips. Panted pleas of crumbling resolve pull us over the cliffs, plunging in the violent eruptions of pleasure's lament, where seraphim swim through symphonies of lovers spent.
I'm sorry, I had to turn my air conditioner on there. Yeah, I'll tell you what, you did such an amazing job there. So, yeah, this was really, really, really hot and really on fire. You know, I know everybody's going to jump to Catch Me If You Can, scream, fuck me if you dare. Because at least Boo, I know, is going to jump to that. I think that you pretty much told it as it is, and you laid it all down, and it was just straight up heat, and you brought it. Let me get it's just the three of us now. Wayne had to take off, and he said he only had a short time. That's why I wanted to let him go. So let's let Casey have a crack at this.
So I did read this poem before, so I'm going to read my comment because I'm having the same reaction. But my comment was, this was a fantastic write. The amount of passion in each stanza is astonishing. As I was reading, I was waiting for a breath or a break in the heat, but you kept it going. Absolutely stunning choice of words throughout. And that was my favorite stanza. Again, I actually, I picked it out in my brain, was the sweet mercies of soft kisses before I ravish your lips with passion born of eros and ravage your body with the aching hollow of my dark lust. Woo! It's just like throughout this poem, right? I'm just holding my breath. Like I can't, It's one of those poems that'll make you hold your breath. You can't, you just can't get a break. It's very passionate. Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, cold shower time, Casey. Cold shower time. All right, and Boo, you get the last say.
We've been waiting for this one because you were going to read it on the other show, and then you couldn't come by, and so I was waiting for you to read this one. And I'm always up for a challenge. Isn't the real woman, right? So this is, I agree with Casey. I hate to say it like this, but I like the dirtiness in it, and I like the roughness in it, and I like that you're just taking what you want. You ain't asking, and I'm down with that. I prefer the abrupt approach. Anyway, but I've fallen beneath the seduction of my rough hands and fierce eyes, the sweet mercy, the soft kisses before I ravish your lips with passion and burn of arrows. Whoa. I mean, there you go, my dark lust. The whole thing is full of lust and sex, and it's dripping with all of it, and it's right up my alley. So I thought it was fantastic, and I love the title.
Oh, thanks, Bill.
All right.
You're welcome.
What we got next?
Thank you.
I'm going to read my number 2 now, which is called The Overnight Cafe. And it goes like this. Clouds in the lapis seas, sunsets tease the brain, mocha on the skin, lady fingers soak the espresso, breaths on pepper stubble, twist the cappuccino coast, fingertips in neon shadows, wisps neath the silver skin pulse. Xylophone flits the ribs, silhouettes skirt the walls, topaz tango in the night, owls call, waves clap the shores, birds of the dawn, Gold on the tree line, taste the citrus sun. Cup to the lips, drink you down. End poem.
Ooh.
Boo, the button.
Sorry, I'm tripping. Sorry. I got too much, like, hormones raging at the moment. I'm kidding. Yeah. Phil, help me. Let's think of that one. I need to read this again. Okay, sorry. What do you think, Silky? I know it's weird for guys to comment on guys.
My bad.
Poems.
No, you're fine. I kind of misheard what you said for a second there, but no, I really love this JCA. To me, I think your rhyme was spot on, and the flow to it too. It was read like a very well metered poem, and to me, I love this stanza right here. The xylophone flits the ribs, silhouettes skirt the walls, topaz tango in the night, owl's call. It had a kind of a sensuality about it that was kind of I think between the lines, and I think it was a very highly metaphorical piece, kind of where the sensuality is more in the language you chose than in exactly what it's saying, if that makes sense. And it's very, very good way I meant. And also the very last two lines I thought were the most sensual. Cup to the lips, drink you down. It was beautifully done. I really enjoyed it.
G said she was thirsty earlier. I think you might want to go with that. Jay, we're all thirsty. And Casey, are you thirsty?
I need some ice water.
Dehydrated.
I'm dehydrated. I'm not thirsty. I'm dehydrated. But this was beautiful. I loved that you were very subtle, but you tied in those words that just make your brain, tick. There's like, that feel-good chemical that squirts out in your brain. It just does it for certain words, and if you tie them in the right places, you get the effect without being too forward. And that's what this poem is. It really does. It is like a nice, gentle caress, if you will. But I really like, I liked the same stanza as Silk did, but I also, that ending is just so perfect and goes with the entire theme. The overnight cafe is very interesting to me, and I think that it is probably a place that you've actually been. If not, your imagination is on point, and you should definitely write some short stories. But no, this was lovely, and I really enjoyed it.
Oh, thank you so much.
I want to know, is the cafe open all night, or?
Hey, Boo, that went straight to sunup.
Cafe open all night, Jay?
Yeah, that went straight to the sunup, Boo, the sunrise.
There you go. Don't tell me, what's your next thing you're going to say, Jay? Don't tell me it's a 10, right?
Yes, it is.
Of course. Oh, my Lord. You and Blue and those 10s, I swear. Yeah, it is open all night, I hope, because, that's what women want, I think. Breaths on pepper stubble, twist the cappuccino coast. Whoa, fingertips in neon shadows, wisp beneath the silverish pulse. Great rhyme, very clever there. The whole thing is clever. Xylophone slits the ribs, silhouette skirt the walls. This is really good. I really love this, and I rarely say that. I mean, you know what I'm saying. And waves clap the shores. This is erotic, exotic, and this is for Laughing Souls contest, or?
Yeah, this is for her coffee contest.
Yeah, I think you might as well give you the gold on that one, because that was pretty good. I was going to enter this one, but maybe not now. This is really good, Jay. I like this.
Thank you, Boo. All right. we got a little bit of shot of espresso and get on with my day. Like that, Casey. That's funny. All right.
Straight up shot. Straight up shot.
Nothing like a little straight up there. All right.
Yeah. Extra cream.
Yeah, that's funny. All right, just a quick coffee stop. I like that. That's hilarious. All right. All right. We're back to Calon, everybody. Q. She's got another poem for us, so let's sit back, relax, and enjoy tender moments.
Tender moments. Move. Here. I dip my head on the side of his neck and press a soft kiss against his throat. Here. Brushing my tongue across his lips until he parted them. God, it feels good. It was a kiss that showed far too much. Breathtaking. And burning with an almost painful need to feel him, taste him, call him mine some more. That moment his lips touched mine is mine for the taking. And I somehow ended up being his.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a turnaround there, that where the hunter becomes the hunted. And right there near the end, at the moment his lips touch mine, he's mine for the taking, and somehow I end up being his. That's absolutely clever, and I love the way that she does that. The whole thing is just the presentation and the way she reads it brings out so much character within that. I think it's just fabulous. Casey, what do you think of it?
Wow, her read was breathtaking. It was just wow. And I thought that the poem was very tender. I like that she named it Tender Moments. I felt like it was very intimate and tender and realistic. And I think that's really what makes this poem shine, is that it's very in the moment and realistic and relatable. I think a lot of us could relate to these kind of feelings. And she even includes some of the conversation there that isn't, completely sexual, but it is, you know what I mean? So I think that she just did a fantastic job with this, and I haven't read her stuff, but I really want to read more.
And Silk, what do you think?
Yeah, that read kind of melded me a little bit too. And I thought her poetry here was beautiful. She said in her author notes here something about she's exhausted the word mine, but I think some guys like it when a girl gets a little territorial and kind of grabs him like she's talking here about this kiss. I'm burning with an almost painful need to feel him, taste him, call him mine some more. Just lovely all the way through. I really enjoyed it.
And Boo.
The way she read it was almost like it was just aching, and she's just burning, and then it just ended sort of abruptly, and that's what really got me. She leaves you wanting sort of for more there, and you're right, some guys like that, Silk, I would say more than not. He dipped my head on the side of his neck and first off the kiss against the throat, she just starts. She's very, I noticed, very forceful. There's no guesswork, She wants what she wants, and you're going to give it to her. She's going to get it, or she's going to move on, I think. And he's mine for the taking, and it somehow ended up being his. The guys like that shit, Take what you want. Tell them what you want. If they don't know, I think they're down with that. And I think she likes to be in charge, from what I've read from her poetry, and I like that too. So good job, Q. tender moments. Kind of a ironic title.
Yeah, it is. All right. I'm going to go ahead and read Diabolical Beard next. Actually, Silk, if you could do me a favor and read Diabolical Beard's poem.
Yeah, sure, I'd be honored.
Do us a favor, Silk.
Oop. I actually tapped the wrong link there and went to the radio show for a second. Here we go. Excuse me. This one's Midnight Wrestler. 100 licks in between, whipped cream with an energetic rhythm. Sweaty embrace, face to face, kisses down the back till I reach downtown. Ring the bell, I'll so be around. Lift you up so you levitate. Ice cubes dance on the thighs. I roar when I look in your eyes. Hair pull, midnight wrestler, tongue dive twister, make you feel alive. Coordinating thrusts like the thunder. No delay, I go overdrive. Manual stimulation, the passion arrives. And boom. Ooh,
there
like
you go, all the way from downtown, baby. Yes, 3-pointer shot in there. I'll tell you what. I think
go downtown, fellas.
Yes, and boy, this is the first time I think I have really heard something very hot from him, and this is I like when people kind of go out of their comfort zones, do something different, and he did a great job. He just wrote this 5 hours ago and did a wonderful job with it. Just brought the heat and brought it downtown. All right. Casey, what do you think about that one?
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I haven't seen anything quite like this from DB. I thought that it was interesting that he related it to a wrestler. I thought that it was a great poem, though, and he definitely conveyed what he was up to. I really enjoyed the metaphor ring the bell. And, I think I'm going to keep that one in mind for the future. But I thought that this was a great poem, a lovely brevity. He said a whole lot right there. And, yeah, I thought it was great.
And Silk, what do you think?
Yeah, I've read a few of his pieces now, and I thought this was just a little bit different, and I enjoyed it. I like the whole the kind of it had a I'm trying to struggle for the right word here, a kind of electricity, a kind of a savage electricity, I think, running through the whole piece here, and I loved the whole wrestler kind of metaphors he was using here, especially the kisses down the back till I reach downtown, ring the bell, I'll so be around. That's that sounds like a very yummy trip, and to me, I just I really enjoyed the POP. It was great.
All right. With that, I'm going to put in a little something that is a little surprise that we went ahead and grabbed a hold of, and I'm pulling out of my library, or our 3-year library that we have a hold of. And I want to say hello out to Naomi on the board, but let's go ahead and put a little Bella in. And I got a little something special from me, Bella. So here we go.
Bella, love you.
Beg by me, Bella. In your kiss, I am parched, thirsting for the sweet nectar of mousse and lace, through bated sweat and French connections by moonlight, where our celestial appetency vibrates under the showers of falling stars, warming the bodies, giving fairy desires to our shameless baby follicles. Uneven your moist trails failed to lose my curious carnality, ruling from the tip of your tongue to the tender touch of your fingertips, when all I can do is follow, obey your gentle command, as my flesh arcs in aches and feverish moans, until a deep breath explodes, followed with a smile, sweet, meek yet libidinous, showing me what my mind is made of, until I beg, till my body beseech you, my love, por favor, baby, please. You can make every inch of me and every detail of my bone beg for more. You make me want to whisper words, stained words into your ear, torture your muscle with pleasure, make you want me, make you need me more than I desire you. Then I will tell you who I belong to. Give me my breathless cries. I will tell you who I belong to. Dive deeply in me, bruise me where it pleasures me, and I will not tame your demon. To my satisfaction contorts in tantric gyration. Now, tell me, baby, who do I belong to?
Oh, damn.
Oh, only Bella can do Bella. Yeah, only Bella can do Bella. My goodness, that is some serious steam heat brought forward and absolutely delivered. Beg, baby, beg. Oh my God, this is steaming hot. Silk, what do you think?
Yeah, I just melted down to a puddle, and yeah, I'm just trying to get up off the floor now. And yeah, this was Bella tells it all the time, and this was amazing. It was full of deep heat and longing and lust, and there were so many great lines. I mean, her ending was spectacular, and I loved her. A lot of things where she repeated things like "my love," "por favor," "baby, please," and there was another line up here that really captured me too, but I'm having trouble finding it now. Oh yeah, and even your moist trails failed to douse my torrid carnality, rolling from the tip of your tongue to the tender touch of your fingertips. This was just like she was on fire and nothing could put her out. It was a lovely piece.
And Casey, what do you think about that?
Wow. I'm entranced. I thought she was fantastic. This poem is masterful. And I think that everything about it, I know we talked about this earlier in the show a little bit, but I do take into account the style of the poem, the progression. I take a lot into account when I think about, what I think of a poem, I guess. And she just really hits on everything. She's very interesting. I really liked the read of the poem as well. She has a very soft, sweet voice. And when she's saying things like, our celestial appetency gyrates under the showers of falling stars, or, things like that, it's kind of a little bit of a shock to the brain, I think, and that's also kind of intensifies the sensuality of it. I loved the poem. I don't want to pick it apart because the whole thing to me is sort of a piece of art, and like I said, I just think she's very masterful.
and this was wonderful and very original. There's so much of this poem that is so original, and I just I'm very inspired by her.
Wonderful. And Boo, you get last say.
Yeah, well, yeah. Y'all know Bella the fucking goddess, and this is no exception. Look, even the picture behind it goes with it. So I agree with Casey's art. I mean, like no one does it like she can, and this to her is like second nature. She just comes up with this like, she'd probably tell you she wrote this in like 10 minutes. I mean, that's what's unbelievable. And I agree with Silk too. She's burning. She's on fire, and only he can put her out. Till my body, until I beg, till my body beseech you, my love, por favor, baby, please. You can make every inch of me and every detail of my bone beg for more. That's hot right there. When you're begging for more, you're done. It's a wrap. Awesome job, Bella. As always, love you.
All right. Well, we've got one more poem, Boo. That's it. And do you want to go ahead and read that, Boo?
What?
Naomi's poem?
What? Oh,
Naomi's second poem.
Yeah, Casey, I think Casey could read it better than me, to be honest with you. If she wants
Casey,
to.
would you be willing to read this poem for us?
Yeah, I would love to. Thank you. I'll take that as a very high compliment.
Yeah, you're
okay.
You're welcome.
Okay. This is Make Me Feel Woman. Make Me Feel Woman by Naomi Sarah. Soothe me softly with silky whispers. Slide smoothly in thirsty breaths. Languorously lick each dampened quiver. Blissfully blush every enticed contour with fervid, I'm messing it up, with fervid flavors and feverish flush. Linger inside each longing shudder. Suffocate my shivering shell in hushing hues of heavenly hell. Crawl along my spine, claw me into chaotic shreds, dangle me dangerously right at the door of rapture's death. Roar me into raging roll. Let me fall. Cry out. Crash into completion, feeling in every fiber, holy woman.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this was absolutely wonderful. Incredible read, Casey. And this right here is just, it's a poem of making a woman feel alive, because men and ladies and everything, you know what? We all want to feel alive. And if you can't make someone else feel alive and bring that up to them, then what's the point of you being there? You're selfish. You can't be selfish. You got to share the wealth. You got to be able to give a little. And, but you know what I got to say? You got to be able to give a whole damn lot. And that's what I feel that she's asking for here is, you know what? She's like screaming, I want to feel like that woman. And I'm not going to go into a Shania Twain song here. All right. Silk, what do you think about that?
Yeah, Casey, that was a great read. And to me, this poem was just full of some very fierce, aching passion and sensuality all the way through. Just like it starts with the smooth me softly with silky whispers. And down here where it just starts out there and it just keeps on picking up more and more steam. I thought that kind of dangerous sensual build up where I loved also the lines where she said suffocate my shivering shell in hushing hues of heavenly hell. I love that contrast there of heaven, how the roar, and then where she said, roar me into raging roll, let me fall, and just, it was beautifully done. I really enjoyed it.
And Boo, what do you think?
The button, I got it. That's why she's Naughty Naomi, I call her. Naomi, because she knows how to hit it every time. I like the way that she's always so direct, and this one is actually pretty tame for her. We've heard words, Sanjay, make me feel like a woman, and that's what every woman wants. I think languorously lick each stamp in the quiver, like okay, soothe me with silky whispers. Silk, you like it because it has your name in it, huh? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, there we go.
Crawl along my spine, claw me into chaotic shreds. She just wants to be manhandled and shown what's up and wants the man to take charge and take no mercy on her. And I think that she's a woman that could take that kind of thing. And or that's just me. I'm just kidding. Crash into completion, feeling in every fiber. Holy woman, like she's done, she's spent, she's satisfied, she's happy. And Casey, beautiful read. Good job, Naomi.
And Casey, you read it. What do you think?
Oh, I thought this was lovely. I really like her style here, too. She has these couplets that turn into a full stanza, that turn into a couplet, that turn into, the 4-line stanzas, I think. It's really lovely. I like also how she has this slow build-up. It starts with soft, silky whispers and thirsty breaths, and then it builds up into flavors and flushing skin and shudders, and it continues until it's a roar and a raging roll. I think that's important in a sensual poem, is that build-up, just as it is in the act. And she just did a beautiful job of it. The ending line, crash into completion, feeling in every fiber, holy woman. That is such a powerful line, and it's very reminiscent of something written by Maya Angelou, or some of those really strong women poets. And so I thought that was just a fantastic line. I thought the whole thing was really well done, and I felt that strong feminism seep through the poem, and I think that's what I really enjoyed the most about it.
Yeah, me too. Good point.
Wonderful, wonderful comment, everybody. All right, and with that, I want to thank Frank, Wayne, Silk, and Casey all for calling. You guys are awesome and amazing. Naomi, Soul, and Gonzo out on the board. Gonzo, you're freaking hilarious out there. Everybody who wrote for us, we want to thank you guys so much. And we also want to remind you what's coming up. Noon Eastern this week. It is our house every Wednesday at noon Eastern. We have our house. Then on, let's see what we got coming up. I want to remind everybody that our 31st our third birthday on the 31st is going to be coming up. So that's something you don't want to miss. On the 29th, I got me and Raz will be doing a special show on hauntings and the paranormal. So that's definitely going to be fun. I may do a special on location. I'm also trying to possibly get in a special guest for that one. We'll see if any of that comes through, weather permitting and everything like that. And every Sunday at 9 o'clock Eastern is open poetry. So you don't want to miss that. We also have shows on Saturdays and Fridays, and I know we got Sky's going to be coming up. Let me see what she's got coming up the last Tuesday of every month, or is going to be Sky, and coming up in October on the 26th at 8 p.m., she's got The Haunting of Hill House, book versus movie. A lot of quotes to pick from on that one. Kind of excited about that. And what I'm going to do here to end us out is we're going to put in a little bit of Boo playing some piano here, and we're going to do a little bit of The Doors. Okay? So thank you, everybody. And here is Boo playing us out with a little Riders on the Storm. And Boo, thank you for everything that you do. You have you make this all possible. You can do this without. All right, and that was it. This has been Open Poetry, and this is JCA signing off. Good night, everybody.